All right, all right, all right. Brand new day in a brand new way. Brand new day in a brand new way. Right? What was that David Beckham yesterday, man? Something along the line of today is the day the Lord has made. I remember my mom saying stuff like that all the time. I guess it's just a good reminder to be thankful for the day that you got up today. So good morning. Let me get myself going here. Let me get everything set up properly so we can get started. Today's gonna be a chill day. I'm just gonna be doing just a few minor repairs here and there. Oh man, listen, I have the coolest pack in the chat that come and hang out with me, guys. You have no idea. A tightly knit crew, right? And as it grows with the same vibe, the same positive vibe. So it's just like how you get friends. You know, you kind of you grow it slow. I gotta rewire things so it's positive for me, All right, so I'm just gonna be doing a couple of repairs here. This is a Q&A episode, guys. You have any questions about repairs, vacuums? Just gonna be really just working and just kind of as the questions come in, I'll pause and answer them. What I will do though is go through some comments that was left for me that I like to address in the show. So if you have a question, a lot of times people will just leave a comment and I'll just address it in the show and we go from there. All right, so that's how the day's gonna go. I'll be hanging out with you for a few minutes. And if you have a question you'd like to ask, if you have a repair that's challenging you, or should you even repair it, we can tackle that, okay? All right. It's a chill day today. Kind of warm today, actually. I think I'm gonna it's kind of warm today. All right, let me finish up what I'm doing here. I'm working on a Dyson, and I had to clean it out. And literally take it apart to make sure that the noise that we're hearing we're not hearing anymore. A lot of the noise from a Dyson comes from sometimes it's either the brush roll is worn out at the ends. Let me show you. I'll give you an example I'm talking about. Sometimes hair can get inside these things here and they get hot, and with the speed of the brushes it'll melt. Okay, a lot of vacuums suffer from this. Bristles, everybody go through this problem. Now the wooden brushes, they still have their issues. I prefer the wooden brushes, honestly, because it's not plastic on plastic. And a lot of times the bearing takes most of the friction, okay? But it's what it is. So if you do have a plastic brush, hey Brian, what's going on? It's cold by you? Rainy and cold and about to tackle a huge day. Okay, you can handle it. If anybody can handle it, I know you can handle it. Okay? It's funny. We may not know how each other go through the day, but you kind of have assumptions from the philosophy and the communications. So, and you may listen. We all may have challenges. Like I have my challenges with the day, but know that I'm gonna fight my way through the day. Just know that I may be clumsy, man. I may not be as graceful throughout the day. But just know that I'm not lying down and allowing the day to just walk over me. My old, still a good friend of mine, but I used to work under him. And he told me when we used to go work in the field, he said, Wayne, don't take don't take what the field gives you. And I didn't, at the time when I heard it, it didn't register. I mean, you know, like you heard it and you're like, okay, you know, I'm supposed to go out. But as I got older, man, I realized, holy cow, I know what he's talking about. Like, the field is chaotic, right? Just think about it for a second. You have order and chaos, right? So the world is chaotic, right? By nature. And, okay, I'll give you it this way. If we didn't have a city, country, military, police, right? Laws, right? If we didn't have none of that stuff, it'll just be chaos. It'll be people scavenging to try to take care of themselves without the laws in place and a kind of a moral code that we all live by, even though bad things happen now, right? It'll be worse without the system set up so we can live next to our neighbor in peace. You see what I'm saying? So it would be chaotic, right? So the field is the same way. When we go out and we're talking, we're trying to make sales and stuff like that. The field is not trying to give you a sale. You understand? People are not just trying to give away money, right? Like the way people think about socialism, right? People are not just giving away money, right? Just everybody needs something. Okay, here, you get yours, you get yours. And if that was the case, the field would just give you pinches, right? Because it's going to try to spread it evenly across. So it would just give you pinches. He said, don't just take what the field gives you. Go out and take what you want. Make the day yours. Take it. Don't just accept what the field gives you. Because the field may want to smack you. The field may want to smack you today. They're like, mister, you sit down, you know? And if your mission is to conquer the day, if your mission is to win, and the field don't want to give you a win, what are you going to do? Just walk away without the win, without trying? So that's my attitude, okay, about it. And as clumsy as I may go through it, the attitude is to win, okay? It's to win, man. All right, Brianne. Brianne says she's ready. All right? Not going to happen unless I make it happen. That's right. I could probably use a nap. But that's gonna wait. You know, that's a killer instinct, right? That's the killer instinct, man. That is the killer instinct, man. That's it. I got some. You know what? Oh, Brianne, I actually wanted to wait till this one was specifically for you, Brianne. So I'm not gonna wait. I want to give it to you because whoever comes in, I may still ask them what their take is on it. Right, but this one, when this hit me, I really wanted. I said, you know what? You know who would have a blast with this one? And I thought about you, so that's why I'm gonna give it to you. So I'm gonna type it in. I'm gonna type it in. Okay. Okay. I want you to make the connection between these two. Okay? Just make the connection. Give me however you see it. Okay? I'm not gonna even lead you down the road. Okay? It's not a question. There's no clues. Just you read these two words and give me the connection. All right? You ready? Boom. Go for it. All right. Let me continue working here and get my stuff. I'm working on this Dyson. So I just took the head apart for those of you who are just passing through and cleaned it out and everything. Checked on the, you know what? Let me go a step further. Let me go back. Let me go inside this motor here for a second. All right. The motor head of this Dyson. Let me go a step further, guys. Because this is what you can do at home. If you have one of these Dyson balls, and you want to clean it up, just you take out this comes like this. Okay, this comes already here. The two brushes are here. You take those out. These things are on here for the brushes. So If you want to go further, you definitely have to get this off. What happens with these particular Dysons is that hair can get caught up in here. Okay, bunch of hair, bunch of carpet fibers, especially if you have one of those carpets that are already like peeling, stripping, and someone vacuumed over like the end of the carpet or whatever. A lot of the time, that stuff will just spiral and it'll find its way into here, and then it starts to melt. Okay, if this goes, you're gonna have to probably go secondhand and look on eBay. You're not gonna find this part brand new. So be mindful to take care of this if you have one of these machines. All right. Okay, so let me dive in. Let me dive into this. She's like, huh, too easy. But yeah, you see, man, I'm here thinking I'm coming up with brain teasers. But yeah, and I thought about it, and I was like, man, people's like, this is gonna go on forever, and this never. And I say, wait a second, time out. When you say never, because don't we use that word loosely? I'll never. I'm like, never? 1 second, guys. One of our vacuums just wanted to help you. Oh, I thought I sent a text that he said that you'd be picking up on Saturday. That is odd. Yeah, that is odd. Okay, well, guess what? It's good to go. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to find out who who texts me back on that one. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 to 2. Yes, ma'am. Okay, alrighty. Is that strange? I text the number. I said your unit is gonna be is ready. You can pick it up, right? Because we can do call or text. They said, which one do you prefer, call or text? They text back saying, yeah, I'll either me and my wife will pick it up on Saturday. And I got the call back. Yeah, is it ready? I said, yeah, I text you, it's ready. I didn't get the text. So who texted me back? I gotta go check that, man. That's crazy. Oh, that's nuts. Who texted me back then in that case? Oh my God. All right. Well, anyway. Some phantom texts. I don't know if you ever got that. Oh, I've gotten a couple of fish texts where people like, I don't know if they, maybe this works, but they do it to me all the time where it's like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, who's this? It's just like, the times when I just look, like, that this not, it's like, who's this, man? Cut it out already. Hey, how's it going? Long time no hear. Like, my God, man, is that what you people do all day? You just try to get people like all day. You're scamming people all day. That's your job all day. Damn. All day, bro. All right, let's see what we got cooking here. All right, this guy looks like he's in good condition. All right. So this is my brush motor in these things. Some guys don't understand that there is a motor in the head. It's not just a belt, especially if it's a gear. But yes, Brianne. Well, that first of all, your first thought is correct. Your razor sharp, Brianne. It was just the way, I don't know, at the time when it hit me, it was just like, holy cow, these two are brothers and sisters, right? These two words, right? And we use we use one of them very loosely. We use never loosely. Like, I'll never do that, you know what I'm saying? I'll never, never. And it's like never, never, you know what never is? Never is forever. You know what I'm saying? You know what never is, man? Um, never is forever. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? Let me double check again, Brienne, to make sure. Justify. I've got that from occasional husband wife combo that aren't on the same wavelength. Oh, you were there, man. You were listening in, man. That's what's up. Justify. You're right. You're right. That has to be what it is. That has to be what it is, because you're right. You're absolutely right. The text said, me or my wife will pick it up on Saturday. You're very astute. You sound like someone that is in line with the backpack. Okay. From the same room, my parents do that to me all the time. Yeah. Don't we get mad though if a company does that to us? If a company, I've been upset, man. Listen, they just pissed me off the other day with T-Mobile, but because I'm expecting, if I talk to a customer service rep, you got notes on what we spoke about. A big company like that, I may not expect it from a little corner store company, right? They may not have that system set up. But when you tell me that this call may be recorded and you pull up my account and I have an issue or something, I'm expecting, if I have to call back, that we can pick up where we left off. I'm not expecting to explain the whole thing all over again. And then for the person to act like okay, well, I'm going to see what I can do all over again. You're wasting my time. So I'm a little funky about that part. But parents, yes, parents would do. Yeah, that's tough. I try my best, man, not to do that to the kids. My kids are slick though, because and every kid, I think, in their history have tried this. They tried playing the parents, and maybe that's a good defense mechanism, right? For some parents to like, I don't know what you're talking about, right? I don't know, Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. That was those things kind of. I'm not a fan of that. If you're a company, especially if I'm paying you every month or something like that, right? You've been collecting money from me for the last 10 years, let's say, right? And I have a hiccup with you. I'm kind of expecting for you to say, hey, I'm going to do whatever I can to solve this issue with you. But you have so many clients and so much money that one customer don't really mean nothing to you. You will lose that customer, I'll be honest with you, but that customer may take a few with them, So I don't know, some of those companies, I guess they can afford to lose like that. And maybe that's why I don't think that way. Because I don't see myself being able to afford to lose a customer. So maybe that's why, I see it like that. But I can't afford for my customers to feel like they're just another number. You know what I'm saying? So it could just be because of scale and size, and maybe the fact that I deal with them directly, why I have this feeling about that. But and if I make an error, man, it destroys me. I'm like, oh my God, damn, because I gave them my word and now I messed up and I'm like, damn, it hits me. But so I totally get it with why, I guess certain companies can be out of touch, but you can't afford to be out of touch, man. I just got word this morning, and I don't think the companies are closing, but the bank, Wells Fargo, they're thinking they're going to be closing a lot of locations this year if they haven't done so already, and next year due to I guess they're going to be kind of gradually moving over to a lot more online type banking. So a lot of the local branches are just not going to be there. So that it's, so that personal touch is going to be is that we're losing that personal touch. Okay, slowly but surely. All right. Hey, what's up? What's up, champ? We got David hanging out. Hey, but we want to thank Justify for stopping in and giving us his 2 cents here. We appreciate that. We will multiply that 2 cents. You know, we'll do that. Yeah, yeah. So you didn't even have to try that, right? They just, you know what? I fell into that trap. My son came to me and asked me for something. Now what I say, and see, the funny thing about it, the way it looks like I'm giving over a lot of my, I wouldn't say authority, but because I don't want us to crash, I'll say, you know what? Let me chat with your mom about this, right? Because before, what I used to say is, what would your mom say, right? And if she said I can't go, then well, all right, then you can't go, right? But now, I'll say, you know, I'll talk to your mom about it, okay? We'll chat about it. And I think that's my line now, because before I was saying, what your mom say? Because I just didn't want to get into the argument. I said yes, and she said no, and then it's like, why'd you tell him you can go? And then we start, you know, I'm like, oh gosh, all right, let's not do that. So now my line is, I'll talk to your mom about it, all right? We'll chat about that, okay? All right. And if he spoke to her already, he'll say, well, I already spoke to her. Oh, you did? Okay. And so she didn't talk to me about it yet. So why are you asking me about it? What did she tell you? so now I chop it up. So you can't get me, man. I'm not gonna fall for that anymore, buddy. Oh my gosh. There's certain things with kids, I'll be honest with you, where you really have to have them. There's certain things where someone without kids can, what you call it, you can use some reasoning to kind of like guide someone, right? But there's certain parts of dealing with kids that you have to have them to properly relate. You know, there's certain, just like in marriage, there's certain parts of marriage where you have to be married to know what I'm talking about, right? Other parts, some people, especially when they're single, you know, I get this from someone. Hey man, why don't you just come hang out with us? I said, nah, man, nah, not this weekend, man. Ah, come on, man, you know. And I'm like, dude, you must not be married, bro. I'm not gonna just leave this weekend just like that, man. What's wrong with you, man? Your wife gonna rule? I'm saying, no, it's not about my wife ruling me, man. It's just, you work in, I'm not single anymore, bro. Oh my God. It is a partnership. Bringing it to the front of the class, David. That's right. That's right. Today I'm just hanging, man. Today, whatever hits the table is on the table. We're hanging right now. You know, I'm just gonna be going through a couple of machines. I'm chatting. I'm shooting the breeze. Who want to hang with us? Hang with us, bro. You want to come in, hang for 2 minutes before you go. Hang for 2 minutes. I do have a question for you guys, but I don't want you to think it's a gotcha. I'm not trying to get you on this one. I do have a question for you because maybe before my time, it was in the culture conversation a lot, but during my time, I didn't hear a lot about this. Okay, but recently I've been hearing a lot more about it, about the whole idea of a socialist society, and I have my own opinion about it. You guys have probably heard my opinion about it, but I've never asked you guys what you guys really do think about this whole idea. And I already know that our system already has a lot of social programs. So we have social programs in a system, right? But it's not a socialist system, if you get what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean? Like, so a lot of people, I think I understand why young kids would be into that, but working people, I don't see. There's a lot of adults that seem to want this system. So, you guys are smart people. I figured I'd pose it to you guys. What's your take on that? What's your take on like if we got turned into a socialist society? What's your take on that, guys? I'll ask you. Okay. Because it's what's your take? Let me see. Because I'll be honest, I'm hearing it. I just clicked on my feed and someone's talking about something going on in New York. I pay attention to New York because my mom still lives there. So I pay attention to what's happening there. But these people swear that it's, it's the way to go. And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. And then there may be other opinions that I haven't listened to, but I have in my head, and in my head is who I talk to. I talk to myself, and I've never. Yeah, because my only understanding of it, right? My only proper understanding of it is either they haven't explained it properly, okay? How's that? Or the things that they've explained around it doesn't make sense to me to work. The stuff they've explained around it, if you get what I'm saying. The idea of equity and everyone gets the same thing. I just know life is not built like that. Life is just not built that way, right? Nothing is the same. Not even trees. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's that part I know it doesn't work. Taken from these people to give to these people and all that stuff. I just, it just seems like a very weird existence that if somebody is doing more, either I have to slow him down or take from him to give to the person over here who's doing less. Now, I think that should be left up to us, the community, to help this other person. But as the government being the one to control that now becomes an issue that I'm not sure how is that going to work out without driving people crazy and having people want to tear everything apart. That you built your business and then you're told that, well, you can't make so much, so we're going to take what you're making and we're going to give it over here, or we're going to control your business, so maybe I don't know enough about it, but what I've heard around it doesn't seem to make sense, if you get what I'm saying. All right, so I may need to look into it more. Let me see. I don't know about that stuff either, right? To make everything equal isn't fair. I think making everything equal would lead to a huge fail very quickly. I believe so also. In socialism, the bureaucrats and the fat cats drive a Mercedes. In communism, everybody drives a Yugo. Oh, I got you. So even the fat cats and the one who's in charge, driver Hugo, or he stashes the money. He put the money away, you know. Oh man, what is that name? That's a cool name. The what? The is that the hypnosis collector? The hypnots. It's either the hypnosis collector or the hypnots collector. That's a cool name. Or in any effort, because why try if you get the same? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That part just seems like you're gonna stifle growth. You're gonna, because I think, you know what I do? I break it down to like the simplest thing, and the simplest thing I attribute it to is like if I'm on a team. That's how I think about it. If I'm on a team, any team, it doesn't have to be sports, or in a classroom. I think they tried this in a classroom one time, where if the ones who are getting A's and doing way above everyone else, they seem to try to level out their grade to match the other people. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, right? That's the same as just allowing someone to get into a particular course whose grades are lower than what the course demands, and say, well, we're going to do this because this person came from a poor neighborhood. I don't know if that's a good idea. That's not a good idea, right? That's not a good idea. That's just not a good, to me, that's not a good idea. It doesn't matter the color, the sex, the whatever. Because there's a lot of smart people that come out of poor neighborhoods that get scholarships because they work their ass off to get there. To now just give it to somebody just because it's a bad idea. Why would anyone think that's a good idea anywhere in the world? It doesn't matter, you know? So hypnotist collector. There's no I on oh, okay. I appreciate it, man. Hey, you know, I wear glasses though, so sometimes I have to kind of go close, so apologize. But you were clever about that though. You were clever about that name. I appreciate it. Oh man. Yeah, man. Listen, how's this? I don't think that we should make life harder for anyone, right? I don't think that we should put a bunch of roadblocks in the way for people trying to achieve. I just don't think you should devise a system that is not designed to reward the person that earned it. And you're going to take it from that person that earned it to give it to someone that did it. That's all I'm saying. So no roadblocks. I'm good with that. I'm actually good with some roadblocks. Let's say you want to be a doctor, right? So let me take that one back. Let's say you want to be a doctor, and they have you take chemistry or some class that will just drive people crazy. Too much research, too much time, and all this stuff. And people along the way to become a doctor, they notice that a lot of people don't make it because of the rigorous work that it takes. I prefer that the best of the best become the doctor, right? Because some operations probably going to take hours. Some research is probably going to take hours, right? So yeah, you know what? I want the guy that's going to take hours to figure this out and will still stick to it. So that kind of roadblock, I think, is fine. You know, the roadblock shouldn't be based off of the race and the color and the sex and the religion. And the roadblock shouldn't be based off of that. But if it's a roadblock to make it, not a block, but, you know, an obstacle, you know, like make it tough. If it's based off of we want the best of the best for this particular position, I'm definitely okay with that, because some positions require the best of the best, and you got to show that You know, because once you get the job, it's not one of those jobs you can just shuck and jive. It's the job that you're going to have to be very serious about what you're doing. I don't want an engineer building a building that is winging it. You know, the guy putting on my tire, maybe, I don't know, maybe he might make, well, I don't want him to wing it either, but you get what I'm saying? There's certain positions you just don't want anyone winging it, man. If you get this job, well, I want you to be the best, bro. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you look like. I just want you to be the best at it, man. Oh my God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the C doctor, man. And, oh, so how'd you get this job? Well, you know, they like that I'm a redhead, you know, and they wanted more redhead doctors. Okay, are you good? I mean, were you good in med school? Yeah, you know, I mean, I almost didn't make it, but luckily they gave me a pathway to pass because of my economic background and the fact that they wanted more redheads. Hell no, I'm going to another hospital, bro. I'm sorry. And anyone that act like they wouldn't, they're lying to you. Anyone that's telling you that they would be okay with a doctor operating on their mom, their dad, their husband, their child, who got out of med school because someone just wanted, they wanted more redheads. They're lying to you, man. No, you don't want nobody operating on you that didn't bust their ass to get the position. So let's not play those games. So the whole idea of the socialist thing has that mindset in it. So I'm like, if that's not going to work, then man, how is that system going to work? Because I know that's not going to work. You know, my son had a race yesterday, and he won his meet, man, his heat. I was excited for him, man. He won his heat. My youngest one. This is the first time he did track in his life. His older brother, you know, my son did cross country. This is the first time he did that, and he ran 1,000. But I would have hated if they just gave it to him. Like he came in, I don't know, he came in 5th. And they said, well, because of whatever, we're going to give him the first place. You know what? My son wouldn't take it. Okay? Because I've instilled that in him. He wouldn't take it. Because how you think he would feel if he know he came in 5th and now he's walking around with a first place prize because of some equity nonsense? Get out of here. You destroy him. You destroy his drive to want to win next time and for him to work harder to actually become number one. You would actually destroy his will to succeed if you did that. That's why I didn't like the idea of everyone gets a trophy. I don't like that idea. And then now you have to come up with trophies just to make sure everyone get one. You know, we got the tallest kid trophy. We got he's the most he's the one that makes us laugh trophy. It's like, no, man, just don't do that. Just give the guys who the MVP, give the guy who got the gold and the silver and the bronze and whatever. Maybe if you want to give the most improved, fine, but let's not go down the line just to give everybody a trophy. You're destroying these kids' desire to be number one and to want to next season, man, I'm gonna get a trophy next season. And then he starts to work out and he's training and he's running fast, whatever he's he's practicing his, man, I'm gonna hit it in the pocket. Then he gets good at it, and that's how you get the best out of people. This thing doesn't work like that. At least I don't think so. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Jonathan, what's happening, bro? Where I'm from, No, I don't think so. Holy cow! I never asked that. I left young. I left pretty young. I left, but I'm just down the road. I'm just down the road past Florida. Take a left around. Take a left around Jamaica. Take a right by so and so, and then you run into where I'm from. But no, I don't think so. We give thanks though. How's that one? But I don't think we have Thanksgiving. But I've been here since I was 8, so I've always known Thanksgiving. So it's what it is. But he asked me if I had Thanksgiving where I'm from. But we definitely do give thanks. A very religious place where I'm from. Very religious. So the Thanksgiving we give is up on high. We give Thanksgiving to the Most High. How's that? Okay. So that's how I was brought up, and my discipline was quotes from Proverbs all through my childhood. Okay, I did my mom could find anything that I was doing in school. There's a proverb for it. You know? So, well, you know what? We had Christmas. The funny thing about it, we had Christmas. I remember as a kid back home where I was born, wondering how Santa Claus is gonna do this. I remember that, and I remember not liking the song "Feliz Navidad." It was a scary song to me. It's probably because I didn't understand the language, because we don't speak Spanish on that island. So I remember "Feliz Navidad" was a scary song in my mind. But Christmas, I remember Christmas had a smell. Christmas had a smell. What Christmas smelled like to me was cake and paint, because people were painting their homes. Okay, every Christmas it seemed like everyone's painting the house and everyone's baking. So Christmas had a smell. Okay, so I remember that. Not quite the same now, but I remember that the bake, pound cakes and fruit cakes and all that stuff, and pies and everything else. Yeah. Okay, that's positive, man. You probably have to eat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Yeah, man. It's let me see what this looked like. All right, so this guy's good. Yeah, man. You give thanks, bro, and giving. I mean, listen, learn to give thanks is important. I think someone's coming here, guys. Give me a second, all right? I may have to pause the mic. A second. Hiya.
How are you?
I'm excellent.
All right, that's what we want to hear. That's it. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Okay.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is this Eureka?
I don't know what brand that was. My daughter took it out of this vacuum cleaner that we had.
I think I have it.
Okay.
It's a Hoover. This thing has been sitting here waiting for you all this time.
Get out of here.
This has been waiting for you.
Can you believe that?
Holy cow. All right, give me a second.
Okay.
You hold on to that.
Okay.
Let me go bring
Okay. Okay. Can you believe that? This must be my lucky day. I'm all for that.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. Let me see what we have here.
I said we were just over here last week one day this week. My son,
Uh-huh.
my husband my husband just recently died.
Right, right. You told me, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember you were here with your son, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he had a birthday yesterday, and guess where he is now? He's at the beach.
He's at the beach.
And then we're going to the beach next week. His
Oh,
friend came to
okay.
the beach for his birthday.
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you enjoy, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me get this for you. Wow, that's awesome. I'm glad you were able to benefit from this.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I look at these parts. Here you go. All set.
Okay.
And you order stuff, and sometimes if you're not careful, it'll be here forever.
All right.
Okay. That's it right there. That's how much it costs.
Okay.
Just hover over it. Oh, good charge. Hover over here. You can put your.
Okay. Do I need to turn?
Yeah. There you go. See that magic.
That's good.
Let me put this in a bag.
Technology is something else in it.
Yeah.
People don't need a brain no more, do they? Oh, some things they do,
Try to
don't
get your
they?
bag.
Okay.
Here.
I just brought a bag.
Here you go. Here. Oh no, here they are. Okay.
I brought a bag.
What? All right.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I
thank
brought
you.
it
Okay.
in
You
the
print
bag.
this for you.
Yeah, I appreciate this.
Yes.
So I don't need this one no more.
No. If you want, I can throw it away for you.
Yeah.
if you like.
Uh-huh.
Let me actually. You know what? I'll do this. Let me give you this, and then I'll grab that.
Okay.
The one, so we don't get any dirt on it. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah. You take this one.
Okay.
Put your
Thank
receipt
you
in the
very much.
bag, and yes, you enjoy
Okay, I
the rest of your
appreciate
day.
Yeah, I was gonna come yesterday, but my time just got gone so fast.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You take care.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, you too.
Good morning.
Guys, I'm gonna have to leave again. Give me a second. 1 second. Hey,
Hey,
what's happening?
not much.
Not much, but something's happening with that.
Yeah, you got a this is right here.
Uh-huh.
I want to know do it for the turn.
Yeah.
I was something wrong with it.
Uh-oh. All right. I'll figure it out, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Do this for me. Hold on. Let me get you a pen. How long you had it?
About a year.
About a year. This is the first time you had a little hiccup with it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get you this pen, and if you can, we can get your info together, okay? And I'll just call you when it's all set. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Here you go. Just put your name and a phone number right below it.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. This is your only one?
Now that I'm done at home,
You got a backup, okay? All right, good. Good. Is it the same model?
but it don't work.
Wait, so you just leave that? You leave your backup is broken? Come. All right, when you bring this one in, you should bring the backup in, man. You can't leave the backup broken. Just put that phone number there. That's like my flat tire. My what do you call it? My spare tire is flat. Oh man.
That ain't my phone number.
Yes, sir. All right, so let me just put here, shark. All right. Okay, shark. All right. Yeah, you hold on to this, and I'll call you when it's all set, okay?
Okay, appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir. You take care, man.
I might bring the other one so you do anything with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You can't have a backup all busted, man. Defeats the purpose.
Right.
Take care.
All right.
All right. All righty, folks. Man, my crew is here, hanging, chilling. So, so Dave, I thought I was being very clever. I had this. I listen, Dave. This is you're talking about. I wouldn't say it's a buzzkill. I'm talking underwhelming is probably the word. I thought I had this little brain teaser thing for Brianna. I said, okay, I got something for her. And I put it together because I had a whole nother thing in my head. You know, my head was like, oh, this is, whoa, you know? And I put it in the chat and she's like, oh, all right. So like, all right, she has me, I'm going to be on a mission. I'm gonna find something that's gonna have her it's gonna have her really thinking. Okay, I'm determined now. All right, okay. I'm determined, bro. I'm gonna come up with something. Oh man, I thought I had it. I was like, yeah, this one's good, man. This one's a good one. Oh my gosh. Okay. How's this one? It's a little lame, but I'm gonna give it to you. All right. So there's a man was born in 1990. Okay, he died in 2010. Okay, but yet he was 60 years old. How is this possible? He was born in 1990. He died in 2010. He's 60 years old. How is that possible? All right. Okay. This is looking good, right? Looking clean. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Ah. All right. You gotta dig it in. Huh? Nope. 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 It's you know what? It's not more of a riddle. It's more of a teaser. It's more of a teaser. Yeah. So you're gonna have to kind of you're gonna have to. Even if you're close, I can give it to you because it's not really supposed to be like a right answer, right? It's just a couple of right answers can work on this one. Okay, a couple of right answers can work. All right, so I'm gonna type it again. I'm actually gonna type it out. All right, I'm gonna type it out. Let me go. I gotta move my. I gotta move my thing here. Come on, type. Oh my gosh, what happened? Come on, let's do it again. Okay, here we go. A man was born in 1990 and died in 2010. Okay? Yet, let me use a higher number, man. We're too close to the 60. This is not, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that, Dave. Let's not do that. Yet he is he's 90. It's old. How is this? You know, my son types faster than I do. Okay, how is this possible? Boom. Okay. All right. Pin. All right. All right. So I got a shark with an error code on it, and we're gonna look at it real quick and see what's causing it. It's funny that I had a shark in yesterday. It was a shark power detect or something like that. And yeah, 90 is better. 60 is just a little bit too close. You know, it's like, nah, I'm not cool with people dying at 60. I'm not cool with that. I think you got a lot. You're still young, man. 60 is still young. Get out of here. So, so I'm gonna leave that one out there. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one out there. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna see if there's any paint on this. I'm trying to take a little bit of paint off. But yeah, anyway, the shark, the shark detect. If you guys have ever seen this shark, it's a cordless. Let me see if I can pull it up. A shark power detect. And then I'm also gonna take a break and answer some questions that people posted yesterday. Let me see, shark power detect. Here it is. Shark SHA shark power detect. I think it's power detect. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that's right. Shark power detect. It goes for $449 at I guess if you get it from Belk's, right? Let me look at it here. Okay, so is this one here? Is this shark, right? If you have one of these, and it has like a display, LED display. Let me see if I can pull this up. No, I don't want to spin to win. Oh my God, why can't I see this? Here. Okay, so now on the display, okay, it started to blink. And when you click it 3 times, click, and the red fan sign on the right side start to blink. The reason why that fan is blinking is because you have a clog somewhere. The motor is overheating, or the circuit board is detecting that the motor will be overheating. How's that? And so I found what the problem was, okay, in that particular shark. And a lot of these cordless machines, the smarter vacuums, they're kind of built to protect the machine from damage, right? The way the motor and those little the LED boards are interacting with you is, and the robot vacuums do the same thing. It's trying to protect it from doing. So it seemed like the filter was never cleaned. The filter was just in there, and it sits above the dustbin. So when you remove the dustbin, there's a filter up top, right where the motor is. And you just have to clean that filter. Okay, keep that clean. Make sure no. But this is not a cordless. This one has a no. It is cordless. I'm sorry. It's another shark, but it's a duo power finish. So I'm going to get into this. I'm going to explain this one. It looks pretty much the same as the other one, almost. I'll be honest with you, because it has the same folding feature and everything. It's just that now you have a felt brush in the front and all that. So we're gonna look at this in a second, okay? I just want to finish with this Dyson here. Okay. No, she probably left to do something. Who knows? Because she would have responded already. Okay, so if you want the answer, I'll give it to you. That's why I said the answer could be anything, because you'll see what I'm talking about when I tell you that the answer, I would have accepted anything close to the answer. But it's the way they formatted the answer. It's the format of the answer. That's what I'm talking about. So you can come up with anything in the same format, and I will give it to you. It's the format of the answer. Are you ready? This is good. I'm looking. All right. I still have my bag here. This is my little bag. It's in my shot. All right. What else am I missing, man? Oh my God. Oh, no, I know what I'm missing. Holy cow. The latch. I'm missing the latch, guys. Golly, man. How did I fall asleep on that one? I'm missing the latch. I'll give it to you. I'll give you the answer. And if you want to use this one, you can use it. It's like I said, it's the format of the answer. So any answer can work within the same format. And the format, well, good. I'm glad you like this one. Finally, one that actually lands. The answer is he was born in 1990. He was born in room 1990. He died in room 2010. He was born in the room. So I would have worked with address. You know what I mean? Like I would have worked with address. He was born in the house, 1990, Sycamore Street, and he moved to 2010 Sycamore Street. That would also work too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that would also work too. You know? Yeah. All right, so let me go see what some people had to say, and maybe we can answer one of these questions. Hey, there's a couple of guys out here that are working hard on their content and vacuums and stuff like that, and one of them is a vacuum. Hold on, what is it? Mr. Vacuum Collector Guy. And let me see if I can. Mr. Vacuum Collector Guy got a hold of a. See, can you see it? Hold on. Let me see if I can. I gotta make sure I'm seeing what I'm doing too. Give me a second, guys. Where's my thing here? Come on. With the Vacuum Collector Guy. I was locked in on years, not thinking big. Yeah. All smaller, right? Had to think smaller for this one. Let me see. Can I get this up? Okay, Vacuum Collector Guy.
I finally have a Kirby vacuum in my collection. It was super cheap, only $10 from my thrift store. This thing's gonna probably need a good cleaning, but I'll clean it very good and try it out.
Yeah. These guys are doing their thing, man. These young guys, man, they're doing their thing. You know, they're doing their thing. They have their little channels going. They got their little. They're collecting vacuums, selling them on eBay and stuff like that. You know, I think that's awesome. Young kids, you know, doing the. You know, that's positive, man. I have to give these guys credit. I give these guys a lot of credit. I give these young kids a lot of credit, man. You know, if you think about it, you know, do what you can, man. Do what you can where you're at with what you have. Do what you can with where you're at with what you have. You know, do what you can with where you're at, what you have. Make it work. And learn to make friends. Learn to form good relationships. Because you may lean on those people, that team may help you and all that good stuff. There's no rush for friends, that's for sure. You rush it, you may get yourself in trouble. I tell my kids that all the time. Don't rush it, man. Try to do ridiculous stuff to try to land some friend that may not even have your best interests. Okay. So clean this off. Let me move this guy out the way. I need the lock-in system for for the I need the locking system for the head, and I don't have it at my table. So I'm gonna move this guy out the way, and we're gonna bring the shark to the front of the class here and see if the shark has something to say. And let's check it out. Okay? See, if you have a shark like one of these, this is likely what's going to happen. Okay? If with an error code, so I'm gonna turn this baby on, power it on, and then let's see. And then it cuts off. Okay? So, what's going on? Now, they said it's a filter problem, right? So I figured, all right, this is like the other one, right? It's a filter problem. Let's get this thing off. But now we got a brand new filter in here. Okay? Brand spanking new filter, so it's not the filter. Okay. What do you do next? Right? The next thing to do is to test it like this by itself with nothing else attached. Okay? So you do the same thing. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to add more power. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Right? So, this guy is okay here. Let's move down the line. Next thing you do an eye test. Seems okay. This guy's fine, but still, hook it up, do the same thing. Okay? So far, so good. What's next? Don't drop your stuff off your counter. The next thing is this guy. Okay? So, I'm doing an eye test. I don't know. I don't really see anything in there. I don't see anything kind of sticking out. I don't see anything here. Seems these are long screws, so. Okay. So what we do is let's turn it over and we're going to inspect down here. Okay. So what we do, we're going to get a flat head. And we're going to unlock this bad boy. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. This guy was stifling this machine. This is the culprit. Now, I would love to tell you that the reason it got blocked up, it probably is. It's probably because of this paper. I want you to see the paper I'm talking about. Right here. This paper right here, that paper right there is probably the reason this thing got clogged up. You should not be picking up stuff like this off the floor. Okay? Look at that. This one paper, I only grabbed the paper. See that? This is the culprit. So if you have a vacuum cleaner that uses a brush roll, especially one with the small tubings, like these guys, tiny little tubing space, don't pick up anything heavy like that. Okay, it'll trip you up every time. So clean your filters, and don't pick up anything big. Don't pick up toothpicks, straws, pens, Legos, paper. Okay. Cardboard, hard, big cardboard paper. I mean, I guess the little confetti style stuff is probably not a big problem, but these cardboard style would do it. Every single time they'll clog up your unit and you're stuck out there. Okay. All right. So that's it. That was simple enough. But yeah, David, I feel the same way with you, man. I love, I had my sons, when I was doing my the shop when they were young. I think if you guys ever went to the landing page, you'll see an old video, man. You could tell it's old. The film. I think I shot it on my phone or something. And I had them set up a booth in the shop, so when the customers leave, right, on the way out, they would ask them, before you go, would you like to get some water to buy? And they saw that the people, patronized their business, and they got $1 for their water and stuff like that. So they did this during the summer, and then the second summer, and then the third summer, as my son got older, he started playing games. He was like, I don't want to go today, Dad. I was like, nope, you're gonna go. You're gonna come on, let's go. And they got, and then it became a little tougher as they got older. But they're now they're confident enough to do like fundraisers and do stuff like that. So they'll go and talk to people. They have no problem. What my wife would do is have them go with her on like yard sale stuff. If she ever feels like doing that, she'll take it, and then she'll have them go negotiate to negotiate the prices. Okay, so they had to go and negotiate the price, right? So we found a way to still try to keep that kind of fresh spirit of being a little entrepreneur in your mind. So yeah. But it's not that it's easy. Don't think so, because they prefer to play with their friends. If all their friends are online on network, they want to hang out with their friends. And the way we hung out with our friends is we went outside and we played at the park, or in trees or whatever, or hide and seek. And here now, if all your friends are inside and they're connecting with the headsets and they're still talking back and forth with each other, to them, they're connected. So that's why I'm happy that he's in track, and he's with his guys and the girls, and they're running and they're training all afternoon. And then when the time he gets home, is homework. Eat, homework, you gotta take a shower, he's going to bed. You see what I'm saying? So maybe on a Saturday now he'll be able to play video games and stuff like that. All right, so this one is finito. Okay. Hold on, let me not say that. Hold on. Let's just run it properly again. Let's do that again. I dropped my thing. I dropped my thing. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to get my oh my God. Okay, we're gonna make this work. You ready? See, this is my mic stand. This is what I use. Right? I first hated this thing because I was using the sensor that allows you to move, and it moves with you. And that's what this does. Kind of moves. This whole arm moves up like that. So then if I move too fast, it'll turn the whole phone to the left and it'll stay over there. So I hated this for a while. And then I said, let me stop using a sensor. Could I at least control how the phone goes up and down? But it has a magnet, and that's what just fell off. So I'm going to try to fix it. But it's going to end up flipping, okay, to get into place. So bear with me as it flips all over the place just to get. Did it stop, man? Let me reset this. Oh my God, it stopped. Did it stop? Is that something? You know, I tell you. I was talking earlier today about not letting the day, not taking what the field gives you. The field didn't do this for me. I accidentally vacuumed over my charging cable. So that was on me. I did that. All right. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. That's, you know, it is what it is. I'll find a way to edit this and take that little section out when it goes, when YouTube finally settles this video segment. In the meantime, I'm going to answer some questions that people have on our channel. So let's do this. Let's do this. Do this. Let's see. the camera fell. Something else, man. You just take it, man. Roll with the punches, baby. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go. Let's go with the first question. Let me see what I have here. All right, the first person said, this is Monasterum. Cool. All right, thank you. Your videos are great, clear instructions, especially for someone that has not a clue what to do. I'm attempting to troubleshoot my machine and see if I can get it working again. Wow, that's cool. I'm glad I was able to help. That was a Kirby foot pedal. That's what that one was about. Okay, let me see. This one's from Dave. Great fix, Wayne. The blessings of the Lord are new each morning. I'll check in soon. That's what I was trying to quote, something like that, Dave. So thanks for sharing that one with me. And I hope people get something good from this one, okay? All right? I hope people get something good from that quote. The blessings of the Lord are new each morning. Fantastic. Okay. Meg. Is that Meg from Long Island? That's awesome, man. My brother-in-law just came down here from Long Island yesterday. So Meg from Long Island, I'm glad. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Dorcas Sporcus. I love these names, man. Dorcas Sporcus. All right, Dorcas Sporcus. 554. This is where I'm at. LOL. Okay, wait a second. We're at 554. Let me see. 554. Let me see. Maybe I can share with you guys what is at 554. Let me see. Which video is he talking about? Let's see. Hold on. Oh, this is an old video of mine. Guys, take a look at this. All right. Let me see if I can get this down. Okay, let me see if I can get you to see this. Up, up, up. Turn, up. Okay. You might be. Let me see if I can see that. This is an old video of mine that the person is saying 554. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Oh man, look at that. See how the camera quality fades even worse over time. Let me see. Now, 5, what's happening? I was checking a brush.
Discovery, folks, discovery. All right.
Look at that.
All right, I'm going to use a little flat.
Where's 554? Oh, he passed 554.
And I'm just going to kind of take my time. I might just clips.
You know, I can't even find that spatula now, man. I actually like that little thing. All right, look at that. Look at that, man. Yeah, Dave. So you like that shirt? I'm glad you like it, man. Yeah, that shirt comes from that concept, Dave. And you like the mulligan hoodie? Positive, bro. Yeah, that shirt, zero base, is it was just a concept of zero base thinking. And sometimes if you go back to the base, the way this is kind of the way I think on the vacuums. It's you know how I honestly see that, Dave. I'm gonna share. And thanks for coming back in, man, because my video feed just got all wonky. You know how I see that? Okay, so we need practical people in our society, right? And we need the visionary, and we need, all those people are needed. All the people are needed, okay, in our society. But there's certain way of thinking that solves problems, and others that are just pondering, okay? But when you make the pondering law, or the pondering is how we absolutely should run things, that the ponderers need that stuff before it becomes to us. It needs to go through some filter system, because a lot of ideas sound nice. It sounds nice because it's you feel like flowers on the inside. It makes you feel good that that we get to say this. Sometimes we even feel a sense of like we have the halo because I think this way, so I have the biggest halo, but the idea may not have real practical, it doesn't work the way you're pondering it. Okay. And if those ponderers are in charge of things, to me, they wreck things. Okay. Listen, because I'm an artist, I think I understand this stuff. There's a lot of things when I was bringing to companies that I would try. I just wanted the chance to try it. But some of the things I had to come to grips that it's not practical for this particular business, right? So I had to come to grips with some stuff. I just didn't want for it to just not be considered. But there's certain things that you need a zero-based thinking, meaning that you have to go back to the beginning. Let's see if this thing would really work. Let's go back to the origin. What are we trying to accomplish? Okay. All right. Now let's start building from there and see if it actually works, if it works in real life. Because people who fix things, they have to think that way. If you're a builder, if you're a finisher, if you're a customizer, if you're a plumber, if you're any one of the trades, okay? If you work on cars, if you're a, anything that's practical, like you gotta be a zero-based kind of a thinking person, okay? It doesn't mean that the people who ponder things is not necessary. It doesn't mean that they're not important, but their ideas need to be filtered, because the stuff that we do, we get an absolute right or wrong. If I don't fix this, okay, I'm gonna get the answer immediately. It's not working, okay? if I'm looking for the problem, my mind is designed to look at what is this supposed to be doing, and is it doing what it's supposed to be doing, and where is the problem where it's stopping it from doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I have to be very focused in on the basic of how this functions. I can't have fantasy of what it's supposed to be doing. You see, so I can't be like, oh my God, it'd be so nice if this thing can just float across the carpet and I can't have that kind of thinking. You see what I'm saying? I can't afford it. I have to get zero base. So that's where that shirt comes from. you know. All right. So let's plug this in. The brushes are supposed to be turning. Let's see if the brushes turn. Okay. All right. Let's see if the brushes turn. Okay. Sorry, hey guys. I'm sorry if guys come in and I'm long-winded a lot. It's just this is who I am. You're not gonna get a different person. I like to explain things as thorough as I possibly can. It works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't, but that's my gamble. Okay. All right, so here we go. I see what the problem is. All right, let me turn it over. Let me let you see what's happening here. I may have a solution, I may not, but I think I know what I have to do. Watch this. So both of these are supposed to be spinning at the same time. All right. Look at this is like the third. How many sharks I've worked on this week? Look. This and this is supposed to be spinning. Can you see it? So, how do we fix this? Well, this is how that zero base goes. This is how it works. Let me see if I can refresh this because I can't see where I am right now, David. Let me see. Because I keep having to refresh this thing because I think I'm way behind. See that? Now this is up to speed, and before it was like a while ago. So what does Dave said? Dave said we have to be careful not to get stuck in or thinking. Yeah. Right? If you're not getting good results, you approach things the same way, just doesn't work a lot of time. And a lot of people, I mean, even when they talk about insanity, they said that insanity is like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And it's a simple saying, but it's true. Okay. And, so we have to kind of get to the practical things. Do it, see if it works. Does it work? It doesn't work. Okay, do we need to tweak it? Do we need to stop what we're doing? Right? Do we need to change? All that stuff is very, see what I'm saying? All right. So if I put that thinking to play here, okay? The power is getting to the head. How do I know the power is getting to the head? Because the brush is turning down here. That's simple, right? Okay. How does this brush turn? Well, to my understanding, this brush relies on this brush to turn. So if this brush is turning, this brush should be turning. You see how that works? Simple enough. So, in other words, is there a switch that activates this brush? No. The switch actually activates this brush. Okay, the power switch up here. This brush is connected to a motor, this big one. The motor is connected to a board. The board gets a signal from up top here. Okay, so if the board is telling this brush to turn, well, telling the motor to turn on, the motor is connected, a belt is connected to this motor. So these guys are doing their job. All of these guys are doing their job, except for this guy. And this guy is connected to this guy by a belt. So in my mind, two things are happening. Okay? There are two micro switches in this head. One is for, if it's still made the same way, one is for this front here, and one is for the main brush. So let's see what we have here. Let's take this apart real quick, and let's see if I can still get into this thing, because they like to change these things up. So from what I'm used to, that video I just played there, right? Look at that. It's a different shark, but it's I'll see if it's basically the same way. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take this apart. All right, and and that will be my last repair before I have to call it and get my butt doing some stuff. So which is the lift away? Okay, let me get this off of here. Okay, I think this is the lift away. Okay, and then this is the release. And let's get these guys out the way. All right, these guys are out the way. Flip it around. Okay, yep, you can see here. Good, fantastic. So what do we have? Security screws or just regular Phillips? Security, okay. Look like we have a T20 security. Let me find my T20 security. This looks like it. Ah, it is it. It is it. Yeah, Dave, we got to be careful, man. Because you need the great ideas. You know what I mean? You need the ideas. You need the people with ideas. You need the thinkers. You need those, But the real give me a second. Guess what my brain is doing right now? You see these screws? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I just want to make sure that it wasn't something that I forgot. Let me hold these close by. I'm gonna have to track these down. I gotta make sure that this is not for something that I because sometimes I see I will put screws in here like this, yeah. So I'm like, wait, why are they still in there? Oh my God. The amount of times a day I do that, Dave, is something else. Anyway, let me take all these screws out. And let's see if we can get somewhere, okay? And maybe we can find out, because somebody out there is going through this. The funny thing about it is that this is not in the description, right? So they may not run into this video on a search. So I may have to try to see if I can do something about that. Because a lot of people go through this. All right. So the reason I'm looking at this is to see if maybe this is worn out or something, but it's not. Maybe this is worn out or something, but it's not. So this would have been my, okay, this is my first check. Is something wrong with the gear? The gears are fine. Okay, so what's next? Well, the next thing is like I said, there should be a belt that goes from here to here. I'm going to have to see if that's in line, all right? And I'm wondering if they made it so we can take this off now. Before, you had to take off the whole panel. That's why I just immediately started taking these screws out. You would have to take off the whole thing to get to this. It would be nice if this was made available that we can just work on this separately. That would be awesome. So let me try that first. Let me see. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. See what we got. Let me see if I can just wiggle this just a little bit. Would it move a little? But would I get a little bit of wiggle room on this guy here? I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, there's 2 screws here, but I think that's for the mechanism, from what I remember. I'm gonna look under here and see if there's any screw underneath. Nope, there's no screw under here because they like to hide one underneath the wheels. So this one doesn't have one. Okay, let me pull this up. Get out of here, come on. All right, let me try to put you back down and see if it works. You go back down? Yep. Okay, it's not necessary. I still think I can get in through here, but I don't want to break it. So I'm just trying. I'm just trying to see if it snaps out. Gotta be careful not to break it. I don't want to break it. All right. I have one wedge here. Let me get another flathead. All right. Now that one is wedged here a little bit, let me see. Come on, buddy. All right. If it is not gonna let me go in, but I would hate to take the whole thing off. And then they actually made it so I can get in there from the side. Because that would actually upset me. I was like, damn it. But that's how you learn sometime. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe they didn't make it like that. Maybe I have to open the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, hey. Hey, let's see. All right. I was just about to give up there. I'll swear, I was just about to give up. They did make it so we can get it from the side. Dude, you guys are making it better, man. Oh, I did mess up. I did mess up. I did mess up. I'm going to show you what I did wrong. Damn it. I did mess up. Don't do what I just did. Don't do what I just did. I did mess up. I'm going to tell you how I messed up. I did mess up. No, you don't get it off on the side, and they didn't make any improvements. I spoke too fast. You're going to have to take the whole thing off. So let's go and take the whole thing off, and then I'm going to show you the mistake I made. Shite. Okay. I'm going to show you the mistake I made. We're going to have to stick to the script, guys. We're going to have to remove everything. Golly. Man, I thought I was onto something, man. I was all excited too. Man, let me get this out of here. Let's see. Let me get this out. I probably didn't need to remove it, but just in case. Let's see how much room we get. I'm not happy with that just now, what I just did. I'm gonna have to come up with something. All right. So this is the circuit board here. This is the micro switch I was telling you. Okay. And don't seem like there's another one over here, so that's good. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to see though if I actually have to remove these. Because to get this off the right way, you have to get through here. So it looked like I'm gonna end up. I mean, it's difficult though, man. I'm not happy with that. You're gonna have to remove this brush to get here. Golly. I really thought that they made an improvement. Not happy with that. I really thought they made an improvement. All right. Let's see if we have to remove this stuff in order to get to properly get to it. But I did find a problem. But you see this little gray piece right here? This little gray piece is a slither from the inside of this. You can't really see it, but it's part of the inside of this. And that's like a, there's a screw behind this. Okay. So that's why I said you're going to have to get the brush off to get to this. It's not fun. And because it's like, why? You know, why make it more difficult than it needs to be? But it's fine. That's okay. It's done. All right. And if you're messing with this at home, some people may not want to do this because it's now you got to go further in than you wanted to. Okay. So now I have to go further in than I wanted to. All right. So let's see what I have to go through to get this done. Okay. This is a T10. I'm just feeling my way around, guys. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Because I may not even have to remove this. Hold on. Shoot. Let me put this back just in case. Nope. Nope. That was an error. But that's how you find out. Okay. Just trying to see, feeling my way around here, because this is, I haven't worked on this one before. I'm not going to pull too hard, because I don't know if this one also has the same thing. I don't know if they did it. No. You know what? The same thing was right here. This is what, this here, I bet you that this here is holding this in. The screw here is holding this in, and the screw over here was holding this in. So I think this guy should be primed to come off, unlike the other guy. Let me see something. He should be able to slip out. I make these mistakes, guys, so you don't have to, okay? I make these mistakes so you don't. They're like, let Wayne make the mistake, all right? Cover my ass. Okay. I may have to, let me see if I have to lift this up. If I got these machines in often, then I can, I can ride right through it. But this one I don't get in as often as the other guys. So I'm just gonna feel my way through it and take my time. Yep, I see it. That was correct. I was right. I was right about that. Yeah, see? So this is where, see that? So this is where they used, right here is, they use this screw to hold it in this section right here. This little piece. Okay? I just want to make sure that I don't slam anything else. I don't want to be too brutish on this thing, because that's what I did just now, and it wasn't good. Let me see something. Let me look down in here. Okay. Move that out the way. Yeah, I don't want to be brutish on this, because I might just break something if I don't be careful. Okay. Where are we? All right. I see something, but I don't know if a screw goes into that one. Yeah, he's holding on tight. A screw goes into that. All right, let me leave him alone for a second. Let me go back on the other side and see if I have to do it from the other way. Well, I'm gonna figure this out, guys. Don't you worry about that. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm determined. Let's see something. Didn't I just say that about the practical stuff that you know right away if something you did doesn't work? Yeah, if it was easy, you're right. Thank you. I wish I had seen it before. If it was easy, everybody would be seeing this. But this here, it has its own little thing, and it's unnecessarily more complicated than it needs to be. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not the happiest about it. It's not necessary. It don't need to be this. It don't need to be like that. It don't need to be this complicated. These are simple stuff. They shouldn't be this awkward to work on. But you're right, Dave. That's where my opportunity lies. The fact that they're a pain in the butt is where I come in. I want to see if this guy has any function beyond just sitting here. Hold on. And left. Okay, this guy is out. Let me see where he was. He was sitting right here and inserted here. Okay, good. So he had a spot. Let's see. Does this come up now? No, something else is holding him in. What else is holding you in, buddy? Over here. So you have nothing holding you here. All right, nothing is holding you back here. Nothing is holding you in here. Okay. Everybody is out here. Okay. No more any screws. No more screws here. Okay. I checked this, but I didn't check this. Hold on. Ooh, look at this. There's one hanging right here. Okay. So that screws out. Let me try to lift them up again. Okay, so we got a little bit of slack here. Okay. Now we need this side. Now, for those who are just working on this belt, you probably don't need to go any further. This is good enough for the belt. But I do want to make sure people, just in case they want to change this belt, they have a way in. So I don't want to leave anyone hanging with this side. So I do want to continue. But right now, this is the focus. This belt is broken. Let me show you. This is the focus here. Okay, and this is the reason why that brush wasn't turning in the front. Okay, this is still loose, so we're good here. Okay, so this is a good guy, no problem. But anyone who would want to get on this side, I need to show you. And to properly get that piece off, you're gonna have to get to this side. Because the way I did it, remember, I kind of ransacked it. So I'm not supposed to be able to access this right now. This is supposed to still be like this right now. You got me, guys? So let's assume this, I didn't even touch this side because I have to get it. I have to go through here to get this off. Fair enough? So let's keep it going. All right? So I'm not done yet. And the only thing I'm a little bit fearful of is I don't want this to have the same problem as that. But right now, I don't see how to avoid it. Because I have no other way in. I don't see how to avoid it yet. So I'm gonna have to take a big risk here. Okay, I'm gonna take a calculated risk, guys. Okay, let's see. Let's take a calculated risk. I'm gonna leave this jammed in here, and then I'm gonna start at the top and just pray for me, because I don't want to break this. I don't want to break it. I can. This is not a problem. I can take care of that, but I don't want to do both sides. Okay, come on, buddy. He's holding on tight, man. Damn it. All right, let's see. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. This sucks. This sucks. Like, this sucks in a way that I'm just like, this sucks in a way, guys. I did something wrong, and I have to find out what it is, because this is not cool. Not happy. I'm really not. There's got to be another way into this shit. There's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. This is not going to beat me like this. Let me see something. Because you can't get to this screw here without removing this. Okay? You can't get to take this screw out without removing the brush. So what am I missing? Because if I can't remove this without removing this screw, and this is covering it, okay. All right. I'm going to give you some thinking music, because I'm going to have to figure this out. This one got me. This one got me a little. This one got me a little bit irritated, folks. I'm a little irritated by this one. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna be able to solve the problem, but it's not. I want it to be repeatable. I want it to be repeatable. That's the problem. If it's not repeatable, then what is it for? It's for, you know, just for a show. So I'm trying to find a way around this to see. But there's so many like hidden screws in here. Like I see here, this feels like a screw is going into here from above, right? Like a screw. So if you pry this off, you could break this, because I can feel the lump. I can feel like there's a screw going in here, but I don't see a peel here that you can just peel back and then screw it off. And then this seemed to be attached real snug, because I thought maybe I can peel back the gray strip. Okay, And because some of them have that where you can just, you know, it's hidden under this thing. But you know what? It's possible. It's in two parts. Like the end here is separate. This and this is is two separate pieces from this. So this is by itself. Whether now this is connected to this properly is another thing, but this here is a block on its own. That I can see. These are separate, right? So what I'm wondering then is can I separate them? Now there's a clip here that's allowing this to stay in. So I'm trying to see if I can still pry that open, but I'm afraid that if I do it too much, I can break that screw. That there's a screw holding this in. See, so but I see the clip. So why use the clip if you have a screw? You know what I'm saying? Why use the clip if a screw is strong enough to hold it? Yeah, I'm not gonna apply too much pressure. It can break. So that's where I'm like, I'm not happy with where I'm at so far. So I'm gonna keep at this and see if these guys are separate. All these guys separate, like I suspect. Or is this a cover? Is this just a cover? Is this part just a cover? Let me see. This is a cover. And that's the clip I was looking at. Now I can get down here. See, the screw, I was right. The screw is right there, see? And if I had pried it, it would have broke. It would have broke. Now I'm wondering if I even have to do this, but I'm just, I don't even know if I have to do this, but I'm just going here because there has to be a way in to this brush. There's got to be a way in. You know what I mean? Monroe vacuums, I can help you. Yes, sir. Let me see. Yeah, so well, that's good. I'm glad it's working, man. I'm glad it's doing the job. So you needed was it the round belts you needed? The round thick ones, right? Do you have a cell phone? All right, then this way. Let me take a picture of what I have here. Let's make sure these things line up, okay? Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm sorry. The name again? Crystal. Okay. Let me. Yeah, give me a few moments. Let me get this sent out to you, the pictures of what I got, and then we'll see if these will work, okay? Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Oh, that's, let's see, UMA office. Go online, OOMA office. Yeah, give them a try. Office. You may have, you honestly, yeah, you probably just have to ask them about that. That one I don't know. Yeah. Yes, sir. But I do know that they have a setup for it to roll over to my cell phone, so the calls can come directly to my cell phone if I wanted to. Yeah. Okay. But all right. Yes, sir. I'll get this back to you. Okay. All right. All righty. Okay. You know what I still don't see, and I'm probably gonna be having to wrap it up. I still don't see a way in yet fully for one of the sides of this. One of the sides, the way in, I think this one, right? This one, and I'm gonna get this taken care of, right? This is how it actually looks. So once the screws remove, we can properly slide it out, right? And it's right here. But here's a problem. Let me show you what the problem is. Okay, so this one is not an issue. This one, once you remove the screw here, the screw on this side over here, right? This side can slide out. After you unclip it, you can slide this out. Okay, so that was totally my error on this one. So now this side though, this side, the screw is hidden. So the screw would go right here, right? The piece is right here, right? But what I haven't figured out, let me separate this. Hold on. No, I can't separate all of them. What I haven't figured out yet, if someone had to get to this side of the machine, what I hadn't figured out yet, if the screw goes here, right? I haven't figured out how to get here to get it out, because all of this is sealed, is sealed in. And so let's say I can get this side off. The next step is, well, can I get this side up and out to slide it out, maybe to expose a screw, that I can then, go here and pull that one out so I can slide this side off. I haven't found that yet, because everything just seemed to be sealed off. It might just be because I have to get this brush out, but right now this side is still supposed to be covered up. Okay? Right now this side, there's no way in yet. This side's supposed to still be like this. Okay? This side is still supposed to be covered up because there's no way in yet. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. All right? And then, so I figured out how to get this side off without damage, which is going to be this bottom screw right here. Right next to this gear, there's a screw right here. You pull that out, and then after you unclip everything, then you can slide it out. Yes, sir.
Hey, here, just wanted to speak to you, man. That's all. How you doing?
I'm fantastic, man.
Good,
How are you?
good,
How
good,
are you?
good. Keep your head above water?
I'll keep my head above water, man.
Well, that's good, man. Sure is.
You're looking sharp.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Well,
man.
you just had everything done.
Yeah, I did, man.
All right.
I sure did. I just got they call them ears lowered.
Okay.
Yeah, just got my ears lowered, man. Yes, indeed. Staying busy though?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Fantastic.
Sir. Yeah. It's always good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, man. So I just told my grandson, just got my hair cut. I said, let me go and speak to my friend.
That's positive. I appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Well, listen, you have a blessed afternoon.
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
You too.
Be blessed.
Yes, sir. You too. Okay, so the leaf blower had a fuel line pinched. Had to do like wait and just keep grinding. That's it, man. Listen. Listen, the way, do you know how I learned? You know how I learned how to work on these machines? Exactly what I'm doing right now. And then when I run into it again, then I know what's happening, because when they're constantly changing things around, that was one of my complaints. And you know what? I'm not even gonna be complaining about it anymore, because it forced you have to keep adapting. Okay, you have to keep adapting. But one of the things I liked about Kirby, when I mentioned it before, is that all the parts on a Kirby can pretty much fit on another Kirby going back to 1990. And then the ones in the 80s can kind of fit. Okay. But this is the longest stretch they've had it where all the parts pretty much are interchangeable. Okay. The longest stretch, because you had the decade of the 80s, you had the 70s, you had the, the 60s. So the Kirbys they made in the 60s, they pretty much all work together. Okay. One or two power switch differences. Same thing with the Kirbys they made in the 70s. Few changes here and there, but not that different. But the stretch from 1990 to now is the longest stretch that I've seen where you can use the old shampoo on this shampoo, or this head on that head, this handle on that handle, this bag on that bag. You can literally just interchange all the Kirby products. So when I'm dealing with these Sharks and the Dysons, they're constantly changing. Every year there's a new setup. Even if it looks the same, the screws are in different places. This part that locks in, they're all different. Every model has a slightly different setup. So when you can't just put that model and say, well, maybe I can just hook it up to here. They don't work the same, right? So I was complaining about it. I was pissed about it. But then I'm like, yeah, you know what? They keep me sharp. I have to keep learning how to work on these machines. So if it comes in, now this is the first time I'm working on this model. So I just don't see right now how that part works. That's what's irritating me. I don't see where the screw is at, right? To allow me to remove this, right? To allow this piece here to come right off. If I have to change this belt, if I have to remove the brush, replace the brush, all that good stuff. And I'm trying to figure it out. No, because even if I did this and remove the screw, I can't remove the screws if this is still attached. See what I'm saying? Because you can take these screws out, but you can't do nothing with them if this is still on. See that? See what I'm saying? So that's my dilemma with this. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've gotten far with it though. I know why this brush is not turning, and that's a whole nother problem for me to solve. Some other time. I have to find the right belt, right? But I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. You know what? Maybe I should. Let me do this. Let me take these out. And maybe if I try to rebuild it, if I try to put it back together, I'll figure out what I'm missing. All right? Maybe if I try to put this back together, I'll figure out what I'm missing. Because obviously I'm missing something, man. I'm missing something. I gotta loosen up this motor. If I loosen up the motor, I can loosen the tension on this belt. You know, like a alternator belt, you know, with the air compressor. You have to kind of give it a little bit of slack, you know. Hey man, doesn't it give you a good feeling when you can do that? You can do that. I can't remember the last time, Dave, that I called someone to the house. My AC. I had to get a bigger unit, and I think that was the last time I had someone come to the house to do work, specifically to fix something for me. Now, my lawnmower is still shot. I bought a new one, and I'm going to figure out what the hell is happening with that. I thought I cleaned the carburetor. I thought I did everything. I opened it up. I checked to see, but I didn't go deep enough. I was afraid to go even deeper because I didn't want to destroy it, not knowing what I'm doing with the lawnmower. But so it's still on a table in my garage, and I bought a new one. But I'm gonna figure out that lawnmower. I'm not gonna just put it out to let someone take it. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta figure it out. I prefer to give it to somebody working than to just put it out and someone grab it and they got it working. And so I'm gonna figure out that damn lawnmower, man, and then I'll give it away to somebody. Hey, car guy. Oh man, okay. Oh man, listen, man, this thing here. So the brush wasn't turning on this. This part, let me show you. The felt brush wasn't turning. Okay, right? You can load these machines up pretty much. I think like this, or something like that. Let's put this in. Okay, but anyway, I think it has to be triggered in order for me to. Let me see if I can do this right. Hold on. Make sure I got this. Did I have this right? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But so we found out that the belt, after I opened it up, the belt was broken on the inside. So something may have jammed this thing. It may have picked up the end of a carpet. It jammed, because that's how these things break. These are not easy to break. These kind of belts. They got fabric on the inside. They call them these are geared belts, but there's like a cloth fabric thing on the inside of them. So they're not the easiest thing to just destroy. Okay. Anyway, but the thing is, to get to this, we had to open it up, but you have to remove these sides. Okay. I figured out where I was moving a little bit too fast on the first one, because if this is connected to it, I forgot where it was at, and if you remove the screw onto here, then you can unclip it, and this could come off. Okay, so I really didn't even have to go this far in, but I was curious though, because if you do want to change this brush, or if you have to change the belt on the other side, or if you want to change your motor, you're gonna have to go all the way in. And I'm like, man, this is the first, at least to my memory, the first time I'm working on this machine this far in. I've maybe changed filters, maybe. So I'm curious, right? So I'm like, all right, let me keep going. So the cap on this side, I have to unscrew it from this angle to get the screw out to remove this cap. Okay, but I don't see a way. I don't see how to get to it. So that's what I'm trying to ponder right now. Like, how would someone get this far? Okay. So I'm still stumped. Because I'm like, maybe I can just lift this side of the brush out and slide it out. Maybe I can do something like that. Maybe it's still the case. I can do that. I don't know. Okay. But if you look, the gear is in here, so you can't just lift it up because the gear is going to block it, right? And this side is not supposed to be off. See, because I forced it off. So this side is still supposed to be, I think it's this way. This side is still supposed to be like this. Okay, this side is not supposed to be off. I think, did I do it right? Or is it the wrong side I have? Yeah. So this side is really still supposed to be like this, right? Because to get this, I'm supposed to get a screw and pull it out. And I can't see where the screw is to get in here. That's the problem. And I think I end up breaking the thing. Oh, coño, I see it now. I see it now. I see what I was supposed to do. I see what I was supposed to do. Damn it. All right, let me share it with you. Okay. I tell you. Hey, look. What was that thing when we were a kid? Knowing is half the battle? Who did that? Was that G.I. Joe? I think it's G.I. Joe. Knowing is half the battle? Oh my God. Okay, so this is what I had to do. Let me show you what I found. I figured it out, what I had to do. All this stuff was not even necessary, but I still wanted to figure out how to get it anyway. This is what I had to do. Tune in. Golly, man. David, it was simpler than we thought. Most things are, right? Okay, let me show you what I had to do, man. Damn it. Not happy with this. I'm not happy, but still. Okay. This is what I had to do. I had to slide this out of the way. Okay? Possibly pop it out. But I had to slide this out the way. It would have exposed the screw. Then I would have taken the screw out from underneath this. So I would have to slide it this way, expose the screw, remove the screw, then it would have made it easy for this to pop off. That's why I couldn't find the screw from this side. Because I'm thinking, I remember one of them, they had it where I had to remove the brush and pull it out from this angle to get to it. And I'm here like busting my brain, not thinking that if I can't get it from this side, then it had to be from this side. It didn't dawn on me at that time. But that's what I had to do. So now I gotta go find one of these. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. All right. Oh, you mean the lawnmower? That's fine. No problem, man. It's okay. Somebody needed to know what I just said anyway. Don't worry. I'm totally okay with that. Don't put your lawnmower close to the curb. You're gonna have to buy it back from the. Oh, David, I deserve that one. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. So this lawnmower telling me the lawnmower, it's the I think it's a Toro. It's probably, is it a Honda engine, I think? I'm not sure. I think those Stratton. My God, I have to go back and double check. I think it's the Briggs and Stratton motor. I'm thinking, isn't that still a Honda? Something like that. But yeah. It stopped. It stopped starting, right? And first it was going. It was still cutting, but it was so my son's pushing it, and I'm like, hey, Ethan, I think that's gonna go, man. Let's I don't know. Let's change the spark plug, the filter, whatever. Let's just change stuff, right? Put some oil, make sure the gas is okay. And I think one of the times the filter fell off, and I think he was still cutting the grass with the filter off. And I was like, damn it, man, I think dust got inside somewhere. So I took that section of it off where the filter is. The fuel line is going into that area, I believe. I removed all of that, cleaned it out, cleaned out a little section. And I'm like, all right, I wonder if the other side of the motor, I need to get to that side. So I just didn't go any deeper into that. I just cleaned out changed the filter, I think that's is some air intake area. I cleaned all of that out. So that's what I'm stuck at. Non-ethanol fuel. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's one or the other. Okay, Briggs or Honda. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, man. But I gotta go find a belt that fits this, piece this back together, and find a way to repair that section there. Monroe Vacuums, I can help you. Yeah, it's probably dead. What's going on? What's up? Once do you know his number? I'll charge it and I'll text him the phone number, and maybe Nigel can just give him the address and everything. Okay, yeah, it's dead. That's what it is. I'll get a hold of him. Okay. Yep, will do. Alrighty, folks. I thought today was Saturday when I woke up this morning. Okay, here we go. I was convinced that today was Saturday. I don't know why. I'm in the future. Let me see something here. Share contact. All right. Yeah, I thought today was Saturday, man. I don't know. I mean, literally woke up this morning, and it's a good thing I was still doing my routine. My son came downstairs. He's dressed, and I'm like, where you going? He's like, go to school, Dad. I was like, oh. I'm like, where's he going why are you going dressed like that so early on a Saturday? Did I miss something? Were you supposed to be going to like some volunteer thing or something? I forgot. I was like, yeah, man, I was into Saturday, bro. Oh, man. Anyway. So to test the carburetor issue, put some fuel in a small container, like a mustard squeeze. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna shut it down right now, guys, because I gotta kind of zero in. But at least anyone that was following this, what I was doing, that's the way to get these things off on the side. And now I know, because this really had me puzzled. It had me really pissed off that I'm now mad at myself for even messing this thing up, because now I gotta find a way to fix this or replace this. And it didn't need to be the case, but for the sake of what do you call that? For discovery, this was a small sacrifice. This was a small sacrifice I made for the sake of scientific progress. But yeah, man, this is I messed up on this one. I messed up on this one. I did. Golly. Oh well. Oh well. See, this it's supposed to look like this. Holy cow. But I'll fix this part. I'll fix this problem. It's not even going to be an issue. I'll fix this. I'll either fix it or I'll just buy another one. No biggie. But see, so this is where it was. So this was the way in. The way in was right there. On the side of this shark. If anybody sees this video, and you have to go and change the belts on the sides. The two ways in on the side that have the clip, the slider, is the screw's gonna come out of here, and on the opposite side, to get the caps on the side off, the opposite side, this is holding it in over here. Okay, so I paid the price. So you didn't have to. And so when you slide it out, after you unclip everything, and you slide it out, it'll look like it comes out, it slides out like this with this little screw. And that's the screw from the bottom, okay? So that's the price I pay. That's how much I love you guys. See that? I'm willing to put myself through all of this just for you. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Oh, my watch. Movado. This is a Movado Bold. I think I used to wear this watch I bought from the same store, but it was a Ferrari watch. And that was the one. It was a blue watch. I would just walk around with that. That's what I just walk around with all the time. A blue watch, silicone thing, and but then I just want, sometimes I'll just throw these on. I'll throw one. I have 3 of these. One is a blue, all blue. One is a mix between stainless steel and gold or something, and then this one, and then all the other ones, all my other watches, the batteries are not working or something, but I have I built a watch stand for my wife so she can slide all her watches, on there, and I just ended up using it. She used it too, but I end up using it more, But I built it. I saw somebody build something similar. No, what it was? No, I saw something on Amazon, and I saw it. I was like, I can build that. I can make that. So I just bought what do you call it? Piece of, the wood. The wood, it's like this. The wood from Lowe's. It's about this long, something like that, and I just cut them into like about this big, one, a few of them like that. And then I created then I had something like this, let's say a piece of wood like this. Okay, I made these different ledges, like that. And then slide the watches. So I covered it with some fabric, and then she could slide the watches off and on. So I saw that, and I was like, I could build my own, man. I don't need to buy it from Amazon. I can make my own, So it looks nice though. I did a good job on it, I think. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's awesome, man. Nice. I think yesterday you had a dark one. Yes. The dark one was the blue one is the dark one. I like that one. I normally try to just wear it with the different. It all depends on what I'm wearing that day. But yeah, I always like watches since I was 19. The manager that I work with, he would have nice watches, man. But he had like Rolexes and stuff. He had like he's the kind of guy that had a Mont Blanc pen, you know, uh, Rolex watches and stuff like that, So he was always like really had his stuff shine. The shoes was always shine. Suits were tailored, So it was those kind of guys I was hanging around with at that age, working with. So I just took a liking to it, and then lately I said, let me start getting my watch again, but I'm not gonna go spend no Rolex money for no watch. I'm not gonna do that, man. No. I mean, if it gains value and then I can sell it later, yeah. But if it just depreciates, nah, that's a waste. For me anyway. For me, somebody else, they can do that. Yeah. Oh, you got one for me. Oh, dude, I was supposed to guess, man. I love that one, though. What does a peeping Tom and a pickpocket have in common? They both steal watches. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God. I'll take that. Peeping Tom. Oh, shoot. I think I still remember my some guys I knew in New York way back in the 80s, right? When the guys would come here, they had like a ritual that they put them through to kind of, when they vacationed, if guys would come in here for vacation or something, they would take them to 42nd Street and take them to those, that's before Giuliani took all that stuff out, and they have those peep show stuff. And they'll say, hey, guys, come. I'm gonna take you to 42nd Street. I never went, but I just heard the stories, okay? And that was every time someone from the family would come and visit. They'll say, come. I'm gonna take you down there so you can see the peep shows. Oh man, yeah, I know, right? I think they're doing a remake of the Sanford. I think they're doing a remake of isn't that Eddie Murphy and somebody doing a remake of that? Unless it was just maybe just a meme or something. They're doing a remake of that. Maybe a movie of Fred Sanford. Not him as Red Fox, but him playing that character, Sanford and Son or something like that. I don't know. I haven't watched movies like that in a long time. They just always seem like stereotype movies. There's a lot of those movies I don't watch, man. It's like, nah, dude, you guys are not thinking a certain way. Screw you guys. I'm not watching that stuff. Certain movies I just don't watch. I don't care who's starring in them. There's a certain stuff I just don't go see, man. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna watch that. Get out of here. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'll see you guys later. And I'm gonna go sort this through, fix this. I have my ways. I know exactly how to fix this. I know exactly how to do this. That's why I love fiberglass. If not, I'm gonna have to go online. I'm actually gonna make it stronger than it was before. But I'm gonna go online and just in case my way doesn't fix it, I'll just have to replace it. But yeah, I'm gonna make it stronger than it was before. Yeah, I'm gonna make this stronger than it was before. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. Resin isn't just for that. Resin can hold some stuff together. All right, guys. See you later. Stay positive. Oh, let me do my out music. I gotta do my outro. Let me find one. What's this one? Poolside. All right. I may keep this one, and this will just be my outro every time. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one. Stay positive, guys. Y'all stay cool. Stay cool. I'm trying to end this. How do I? This one don't end so easy. Oh my gosh. How do I end this? Hey, Dave, you talk to Brianne. Tell her we'll see you later. Sorry that, hope I didn't chase her away, though. I got to end my show, man. I can't seem to end it. It's not turning off. What happened? Oh, my God. Hey guys, I can't end the show. The thing won't turn off.